Hi, Courtney Hunter. This is the character Mona from the play Come Back to the Five and Dine, Jimmy Dean, Jimmy Dean. That night, I lay there in the back seat of the Buick, and I just kept thinking to myself how I was chosen above all thousands of the mothers. Staring out at the millions of stars and at the outline of that beautiful house way off in the distance. Suddenly, one of the stars exploded, burst away from the millions of others, and fell from the sky, landing right behind the house, behind the front of Rieta. I leaned over the seat to point it out to Joe, who trampered off all mad somewhere because he wasn't chosen too. I pulled the blanket around my shoulders and I started to walk to where the star had fallen to earth. I walked past the front gate and down the road towards the house. It was so quiet and still. The only sound was coming from a faraway train, blowing its whistle, chugging off into the night. And then when I got to the house, a voice out of nowhere says, "Isn't it a little late to be calling on your neighbors?" It was him. I knew it the first minute I heard his voice. And then he says, "Well, don't just stand there being all unfriendly. Come on up on the porch and sit a spell." And so, when I walked up the stairs, I reminded him that it was I who'd given him the match that morning, and he thanked me again. We spent the whole entire night together. And then the sun, it rose and it peeked over above the earth and it turned the sky into the brightest red that I had ever saw.